Hey everybody, AcedTyler here. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode, we saw that Bow Wow has been kidnapped, and so we infiltrated the Moblin's lair and we rescued Bow Wow. And in this episode, we are going to enter our second dungeon, the Bottle Grotto. Unfortunately, though, Bow Wow can't go inside the dungeon. Yeah, we have to leave Bow Wow outside the dungeon. Yes, very much the same fate as Yoshi in Super Mario World. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so, Bottle Grotto. As you can probably see here, there's going to be lots of jars to pick up, and that does have something to do with an item that, in which we can actually, in which we can actually lift them up. God damn it, I cannot speak today. It's like, it's already this morning. It's already, it's already 11 o'clock in the morning around where I live. But, well, actually, you know, by the time of this recording, actually, and I did not mean to do that, that's fucking knockbacks. So yeah, basically, like, you know, involves, lifting up a lot of the bottles, and we are gonna be getting an item for that a little later. Which, of course, that means having to deal with, so many of the, those godforsaken text boxes in which it'll be like, hey, you can't lift up with your hands, and stuff like that. It's annoying like that. So yeah, let's see, what else there is to say? Oh, you know what, I didn't even mention the, I didn't mention those other Stalfos. Like, we encountered the, Stalfos in Tail Cave. We also have a new variant of the Stalfos. It is the green ones. Basically, like, they will jump away from you at first, but then they'll ground pound at you as well. So those you actually want to be careful with. And yes, you will be needing plenty of magic powder, because it is very dark in this room. I mean, I can still see, of course. I mean, it's not as badly as, you know, Rock Tunnel in Pokemon Gen 1, but yeah, you might want to be needing some magic powder if you ever need to light up the rooms. Well, not that I ever really need it. I'm kind of wasting the magic powder anyway because, well, I mean, I do need it for this room because that'll just allow us to open the door. I'm going to warn you guys, though, this is mainly a me thing, but, oh, actually, first off, the statue. Part of the floor is raised. Tap the blue crystal. So yeah, I see these little crystal switches. Well, they're more like orbs really instead of crystals. If you slash at those with your sword, then those platforms will start lowering down or raising up, and so we've lowered those platforms down. And well, actually, the thing about it is that some of the there'll be one part of the tiles that will be raised up, but the other will just be will descend down. So yeah, it goes like, you know, either way. And I think was this our first encounter with the Shroud Stalfos? I think we. Oh, okay, no, actually that was well, we did encounter them in the Tail Cave, but that's probably our first encounter, the one where they're armed with swords. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give a warning of, like, you know, this is more of a me thing in this video, is that I am actually gonna be screwing on quite a bit. Like, you know, if you can see, just, you know, past me, kind of like, you know, hesitating a bit and just kind of screwing around because, ladies and gentlemen, after the Tail Cave, this is actually where the dungeons start to get a little more lengthy, and so they do get a little more complex. So you know, I kind of do hesitate or kind of screw around a bit because I'm trying to just find my way here. Oh, holy shit, Shy Guys? What are Shy Guys doing here? Wow, this looks pretty heavy. You won't be able to lift it with just your bare hands. God damn, that's gonna be annoying. So yeah, Shy Guys. Well, actually, in this game, they're called Mask Mimics, but fuck it, I'm still gonna call it Shy Guys because, you know, that's what they are. Basically those Shy Guys, they actually mimic your every move, hence their name's Mask Mimic. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure to go behind them and then use your spin attack on them. That's pretty much the only way to kill them. Or there could be other weapons to it too, but you know, that for now we'll just have to use our spin attack. And we'll take this key here. So yeah, like I said, this is actually kind of where the where, you know, dungeons start to get a little more complex. So I do apologize if past me is already, like, you know, screwing around or just hesitating some there because I'm, you know, just trying to figure out finding my way. So yeah, again, I do apologize for that. Oh, another Shy Guy for us here. I gotta say though, like, you know, the theme music for this dungeon, it does sound a little, oh, yep, it's giving the piece of power. It does sound a little similar to the Dark World dungeon theme from Link to the Past, which is, you know, a little slower, a little more eerie. Actually, I never mentioned this at all. Unlike previous Zelda games, starting with Link's Awakening, the dungeons will actually have their own themes now. I mean, A Link to the Past is kind of an inversion, because, like, well, I mean, I know Zelda 1 and 2 had their, dungeon themes shared. Link to the Past, kind of had, like, you know, each of their own sections. Like, the Light World dungeons have the same theme, but the dungeons in the Dark World have has another theme, but they all share the same as all together. Link's Awakening is actually the first game in which the dungeons will have their own themes, and it carries over for the rest of the Zelda games, except for the DS games. You know, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks for some reason. I don't know why. They kind of like took it back there. Interestingly enough, I remember Link Between Worlds. Like I know Hyrule actually has they all share the same themes, but in Lorule, their dungeons, like, they have the same tune, but they're all like remixed differently, or just arranged differently to kind of fit the themes for the dungeon. So that's actually something I kind of found cool. Well, actually, my favorite kind of theme out of all those dungeons in Lorule, it's definitely the I forgot what the name it was. I think it's the Thieves Hideout, and it's one in the in Lorule's version of Kakariko Village. Yeah, that theme is. I remember that. I actually really do enjoy that theme. It's so good. Probably one of my favorites. You know. Yeah, these dungeons. I mean, these themes though for the dungeons, I gotta say, they're very eerie, which I kind of like about it. It's a little more ambient. All right, we go across. Oh, hey, mini boss time, and this right here is a Hinox. Which you remember those from Link to the Past? Oh yeah, that's what they do. Hinoxes are a little more aggressive than the ones in A Link to the Past. Like, they still do throw bombs, but you know, unlike previously where they're treated as mooks, Hinoxes are actually treated as mini bosses, and they will actually pick you up and then they will throw you across the room, and that's when you take damage. So those you want to be careful for. Just use a few spin attacks and then you'll finish them off. Yeah, because I know Hinoxes, some Hinoxes can be treated as mooks, but some of those like mini bosses, like I know Breath of the Wild Hinoxes, like they're definitely one of those singular enemies. But actually, you know, the Hinoxes in Breath of the Wild are fucking gargantuan, and fat too, not to mention. First, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice. Last, Solphos. All right, yeah, this I'll actually give you a hint on like the exact order to defeat certain enemies in a room, and yeah, I kind of hesitate for that right there, so I do apologize. Oh, and this is a this right here is a vacuum or this vacuum win here or whatever. Yeah, they will try to suck you up. They even suck up enemies too, like pretty much everything, like to enemies, to rupees once they're falling down. So yeah, once they start doing that, then you just want to like hold back. I mean, well, don't hold back or anything, but like, yeah, if you hold back, then you know they'll just suck you in. That's quitter talk. Yeah, just keep on, like, moving, and then you won't be able to, they won't be able to suck you in. So, anyways, yeah, be warned about this. Like I say, you'll be running into a lot of the, those annoying, dialogue boxes. Oh, hey, there's boos! So, more Mario enemies. There's boos here. Here's what you do to defeat the boos. You just, sprinkle the, torches with magic powder, and then they'll light up, and then they'll be weakened. They'll try to come away from you, and then that's when you can defeat them. Hey, the power bracelet! Yes, at last you can pick up pots and stones! Huzzah! Alright, so that's the, item, or dungeon for the item, or, you know, or the item of the dungeon. I'm starting to say tuple of the item now, from, you know, quotes from Liam Six or Josh Jepson. Yeah, thanks to them for that. So yeah, power bracelet. So, with that equipped, we can be able to lift up the pots and, all that stuff. And to do that, actually, let's go ahead and warp back here, and I'll give you a little demonstration. So when you have the power bracelet equipped, yeah, even after you get the dungeon item when you have that equipped, or actually if you don't have it equipped at all, that dialogue box, I swear to God, will keep on popping up. But yeah, if you press the A button and then just push back on the analog stick, or not analog stick, I think of something else, a control pad. Well, actually, I'm just thinking of the circle pad because that's what I was using. You just push back on it, and then you can lift up those spots there. In the Switch version, the power bracelet is made into a permanent upgrade instead of just having it to be a regular item like this game. Which actually, I gotta say though, you know how I keep saying about those dialogue boxes popping out when you go by the pots there. Thank God the Switch version finally mitigates that at long last, because like. The only way the dialogue box will ever pop up is you just walk up to it and then press the A button on it and just interact with it, and it'll just say that. But once you get the power bracelet in this dungeon... See, like that right there! Like, fucking stop with that! It drives me nuts. But yeah, thank God the Switch version finally does away with that, because, like, after you get a power bracelet, then that dialogue box will never come up anymore, and then all you gotta do is just, you know, just press the A button, and then Link will lift it up. And yeah, like I said, that version, it's no longer a regular item to equip. It's now treated as a permanent add-on for Link, and it'll just be a match with the A button, whereas the item slots will just be the X and Y buttons. So yeah, I'm just saying with it. Thank you, Switch version. Yeah, that's why I love the Switch version. It does a lot of good things. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong though. I mean, I still do enjoy. Well, I mean, I can still enjoy the original version because I mean, you know. I mean, despite those kind of annoyances, I mean, I really actually did enjoy Link's Awakening, you know, playing those games. Which, I mean, I will say this, though, it was actually originally my favorite handheld Zelda game. At least until Link Between Worlds came out, because Link Between Worlds actually managed to take the mantle after playing that, because, you know, that game was just a lot of fun. It was a fantastic game, but, you know, I still do enjoy Link's Awakening to this day, like, you know, especially the deluxe version for the Game Boy Color with the added content, so, I mean, I can still, you know, enjoy the original, but, you know, now that the Switch version came out, it kind of does feel weird, going back to the original when, you know, the Switch version exists, which is why I would definitely recommend it. Because, you know, it just it just feels weird about it. So another side-scroll section, and we have Piranha Plants, more Mario enemies. Yeah, you basically just slash them. Hey, you know, at least we get to kill them. Unlike, well, how Mario... Well, actually, no, you can still kill them with a Fire Flower. Yeah, I didn't really think of that. So yeah, I've actually gone back to it. I've already talked to the owl statue, which is not really necessary. But what I did, though, like, as you just saw, I actually edited that one part out. Like, you saw the Stalfo suddenly appearing out of thin air. That's because I got lost a little bit. Like, you know, I tried to... This is actually the dungeon where you see the Shroud Stalfos, the Keys, and the Pole's Voice. And, hey, Pole's Voice, we haven't seen those since Zelda 1. Yeah, according to the Owl statue, you actually have to kill them in the exact order, but I kind of killed them in the wrong order, and so I mean, I know it has to be I think it has to be the Pole's Voice first, and then Shroud Stalfos last, but, yeah, I kind of messed up on the order right there, because I did that one thing, but... You know, I think I just kind of did it wrong. But then I kind of realized a little deeper what the owl statue said. So yeah, I kind of messed up there, and so I was figuring things out, and that's why I cut that whole part out, so that way there you wouldn't see that embarrassment. So once past me finally goes back. Alright, so here's the order to kill us. So we have the Shroud Stalfos, and the Pole's Voice, and the Keys. The owl statue said to kill the Pole's Voice first. And considering our current equipment right now, the only way to kill the Pole's Voice is to just basically throw the pot at it. Just like that there, poor thing. And then you kill the Keys next, and then Shroud Stalfos last. So yeah, like the owl said, Pole's Voice first, Shroud Stalfos last, but then you see the Keys right there. So just make sure it's in that order. The Keys will have to be killed after the Pole's Voice first. So yeah, just do that in that order, and just, you know, make sure you got that there. Yeah, that's, you know, like I said, you know, more of the Pole's Voice. We haven't really seen those since Zelda 1, like I said, though, but, yeah, they were said to actually hate sound, but, there is actually another way to kill them in this game, because we're actually able to, though, but for now, we don't have it, so the only way to kill them now is to just, throw the, pots at it, because we don't have the other item for it, because they actually do hate noises, but, yeah, that's just a way to kill them. And, you know, enjoy looking at that Pole's Voice while you still can. I mean, they may look cute at first glance, but... Wait until Phantom Hourglass. They kind of look terrifying. Oh, hey, it's a flat platform. There's like, oh, you fucking fat ass. I love that. Yeah, that's what you do. Just pick up the pot and then just get on the platform there. It kind of does look like the mom, like, Arr! Alright, now we have the Nightmare's Key. Let's go to the boss room to see a Nightmare. I'm your bad guy this time. And if you're wondering why I'm actually giving this thing the voice of Krusty the Clown, we just wait for it. Oh my god, a clown! Nah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. So yes, this is a new boss time, Genie. Well, actually, yeah, this is that's what's called a Genie. Just, you know, Genie Clown. I'm the very certain Genie we know and love. Alright, so what you do first is that, yeah, he'll hide in his bottle and you slash with the sword. I can't move, but I am still alright. Your little sword will break this bottle. So what you do after you slash to the bottle, and he'll be stunned. When you have the power bracelet equipped, then that's when you can actually pick up the bottle and then you just throw it across the room. Just throw it at any kind of wall you want to. But yeah, that's actually, yeah, you know, another thing where the power bracelet will come into play. Just make sure you have that in your item inventory. Unless you're playing the Switch version, which it'll just be automatically assigned to you just with a press of the A button. Which again, thank you, Switch version. I love you so much. So yeah, it's almost that, you know, let it rinse repeat, and then just going through more of this dialogue that he'll keep saying. This boss is such a chatterbox, I gotta say. What he'll do is that he'll throw these fireballs at you, so you want to do your best to avoid them as much as you can. And then he'll go and hide back in his bottle, and then do the same thing, and then just like that, and it's broken. Whoa, you broke my bottle! Why, you make me hopping mad! Okay, yeah, it's time to throw that in there, so... oh wow, my video feed is not showing up. What he's actually doing though, for what you didn't see the video feed, he actually just duplicates himself. That's what he's actually. Well, you can kind of see that in some clips there, or in some frames. But yeah, that's what he was doing, was duplicating himself. You can't see that though because for some reason the video feed isn't really taking that. Or actually no, I guess the my capture feed for my 3DS capture card isn't taking it. So that's what he was doing. They'll throw the fireballs. But all you gotta do is just throw, or just do sword slashes at him, and then after all it's done, and then he's down, get the heart container, and then we have our next instrument, a siren there. So go and grab it. We have got the conch horn. Is that the magic conch? Magic conch, will I ever get married? Maybe someday. Prairie, the prairie is waiting. Ooh, hey, we got Battle back, cool. By the way, I haven't mentioned this, though. After you kill a boss, the door will not open unless you pick up the heart container. So, to those of you who are wanting to do a challenge, or like do one of those 3-heart challenges, well, I hate to break it to you, but you won't be able to do that, because in order for the door to open, you actually have to pick up the heart container. So, yeah, sorry guys. At least the Switch version actually fixes that word to where the door opens and then, well, you can just skip the heart container. The door will open after you defeat the boss. So, anyways, so that should do for this video. So next on Let's Play Link's Awakening, we are going to I hate to do this. We'll have to give Bow Wow back, but I guess we can progress onwards to where the prairie is for the next dungeon. And yep, that's all she wrote. So until next time, see you guys later.